Alright, what is going on, guys, and welcome to a new Apex Legends video, man. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be ranking every single Apex Legends weapon from best to worst here in Apex Legends. And yeah, let's just get right into it, man. We have all these weapons right here at the bottom. That's every single weapon from Apex Legends. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be ranking them up from bottom to top. So we're going to start with the worst weapons and get up to the best weapons in the game. If you guys have any interest in watching any of my other videos and any of my future videos, make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. 88% of you guys that watch the videos every single day are not subscribed to the channel, man. So that would mean a lot to me if you guys would subscribe to the channel. And let's get right into it, man. So here we have the Alternator. The Alternator is definitely a top tier weapon, and in my opinion, man, this goes right up into the S tier because of the hop up and because of the the buff it got in season 2. The Alternator is definitely a top tier weapon, and if you don't think so, it's because you haven't used it enough. It's 100% the best shield breaking weapon in the game if you have good accuracy. The gun literally barely kicks at all. You can, like, from really far away, you can break shields, and even the damage on flesh is not that bad, so you can finish somebody pretty quickly. So Alternator, in my opinion, S tier weapon 100%. Here I think this is the Devotion. The Devotion, in my opinion, man, is probably gonna go into B tier. I don't think it's an A or S tier. It is really good. It melts really quickly, but the muzzle flash, the recoil, the hipfire being decently accurate, I don't know. I don't think it's especially not in rank, man. Nobody uses really the Devotion in rank. Sometimes when that's the only option they have, but in my opinion, man, B tier, good weapon, but nothing crazy or very competitive. And we got the Eevee shotgun, man. This gun, for me personally, it goes into the D tier. I cannot stand the Eevee. Obviously, with the purple bolt, point blank, it's pretty damn good, but it doesn't suit my my playstyle. I really like the pump, I really like the Peacekeeper, but the Eevee just does not, I just don't like it. It's just not my type of shotgun. If you guys like it, that's fine, but that is my tier list, my opinions. So this is why it's at this rank. Then we got the Flatline. The Flatline, surprisingly, man, after the most recent update in Apex Legends, man, the Flatline is really good and really reliable, actually. And in my opinion, man, this is an A tier weapon. It melts really quickly, and it is super easy to control now. Honestly, they didn't change the recoil, but since it does a lot more damage, in my opinion, it's just a lot more worth it. If you practice the recoil pattern with it, man, you could beam kit really far, and you can even like use it mid-range, close range, and outmelt SMGs and stuff if they miss a couple shots. So in my opinion, Flatline, definitely a top tier weapon. Not an S tier weapon, but it's an A tier weapon for sure. Then we have the G7 Scout. G7 Scout, B tier for me. Really good weapon, really reliable, but honestly, I would much rather have a longbow, even a triple take, over the G7 Scout half the time when it comes to sniping people. It's really good mid-range though, really good mid-range. Is better mid-range than the longbow and the triple take for sure. Then we got the Havoc, man. In my opinion, man, the Havoc is definitely an A tier weapon. Havoc is super good. It's one of my favorite weapons, man. If it was up to me and not like the meta, it would be an S, but it's definitely an A tier because not that many people use it in rank. Like I said, it's not that competitive of a weapon. It's like the Flatline. Nobody really uses it in rank, but it's still a really good weapon, man. It melts really quickly, and if you have good aim, you're just gonna be melting people. And with the 36 bullet capacity with a purple extended energy mag, man, that gun is a slapper. And I don't know how you guys feel about it, but to me, it's way better than the Devotion because there's not as much muzzle flash. It's easier to control, and I think the hipfire is a little bit more reliable, at least when it's shooting at normal speed. Devotion, obviously, when it starts winding up, then yeah, but at normal fire rate, I think the Havoc is way better. Then we got the Hemlock right here. The Hemlock, to me, is definitely a C tier weapon. I really do not like it, but I'm also not the greatest with single fire weapons. So honestly, I think C tier is reserved for me personally. But if you guys do like the Hemlock, man, the hipfire is really good on it. If you guys do like the burst version of it, which I cannot stand at all, then you guys might place it a little bit higher than me. But personally, Hemlock, not my cup of tea at all. Then we got the Kraber. Kraber, I would put it at S tier because now with the buff, man, it's super good. But in my opinion, I think the longbow is still a better option because you can shoot it so much faster and stuff like that. And obviously the limited ammo capacity. In rank, you want to be able to poke people. You want to be able to shoot them for, you know, long periods of time, and the Kraber just doesn't have the ammo capacity for that, but it does have the damage. The damage of the Kraber is insane, so for that, I'm going to put it in A tier. Really fun weapon, really powerful weapon, but just not that competitive. But really fun nonetheless. I really enjoy using the Kraber and running around and just one-tapping people in the head. It's a lot of fun. Then we got the longbow. S tier, just has to be up there. It's one of the most used weapons in ranked, in the high ranks, diamond, predator, whatever. It's probably the best sniper in the game because it has 12 shots with the purple extended mag, and it does 55 to the body and up to 124 to the head. I think even more, 140 if they don't have a helmet, which obviously they'll always have a helmet. But yeah, man, the longbow is definitely a competitive weapon and a super good choice, just for ranked in general. Pubs, it's good too, but we're talking about the meta here. L-Star to me, T tier. Not much you can say about it. Like, it melts. Obviously, it's really good up close, but that's about all it is good at. Like, I'd rather have a shotgun than an L-Star. First of all, you can carry more ammo. The ammo for the L-Star is just, you run out really quickly. Also, it overheats. A gun like the R99 doesn't overheat, and it melts almost as fast if you hit your shots. I don't know, man. I'm just not a huge fan of the L-Star. Personally, I don't know how you guys feel about it since it came out from Season 2. Let me know in the comments, man. But personally, not a big fan. Then we have the Mastiff, man. The Mastiff has to go all the way on top, boys. The Mastiff is probably one of the best close-range weapons in ranked and pubs. In general, it's just so freaking good. You can hit in the head for like 170, 180 on a good helmet. It's actually absolutely insane, man. This is literally the most scary thing that could come at you late game in your face. If a Mastiff pushes you late game and it's a 1v1, you have like an R99 or something, and the Mastiff hit their shots, you're gonna get absolutely destroyed. It's a way better option close range than most weapons in the game, and it's definitely a huge meta in competitive and ranked. As long as people can get it out of the crates, they will never say no to it. 100% will never say no to it. Then we have the Mozambique, which honestly, after all these updates for Season 2 and the hop up, it's either B or C. I don't know where to put it because I think the P20 is better with that hop up. But honestly, I think I'll put it C. I'll put it C because it's really good, but it's not. It's very situational. It only has 3 shots. It can hit for like 100 plus on no health or no shield. But I don't know. I don't think it's as good as the P20. Personally, we're gonna take the P20 here, put that into A tier, 100% A tier. P20 here. I'll put the Mozambique in B tier because it's still really good. Can hit for 100 plus on flesh. But the P20 up here highly deserves that placement because it just absolutely destroys people that have no shield. If your teammate calls out that somebody has no shield and you push them with this gun with the hammer point rounds, they have absolutely no chance, and it's absolutely huge. It's just unfair. Personally, I think it deserves to be an A tier. Then we have the Peacekeeper. Personally, I'm gonna put the Peacekeeper in A because I think it's a really good close range weapon. It's not as good as the Mastiff, but it's still a very viable option late game for close range combat, and it's just really fun to use. And also, if you do hit your shots well, you can hit for like 100 in the body. So personally, Peacekeeper, A tier easily. Then we have the Prowler. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, after the most recent update, man, the Prowler all the way at the bottom. It's good, it's okay, but it does not compete with guns like the R99, the Alternator, and other SMGs like that. So honestly, bottom of the list for me. L-Star, I would even pick up an L-Star over it, or even a Hemlock. So that's just me though. You guys might actually still like the Prowler after the update. I personally don't. I still use it when I have to, but that's about it. Then the R301 is definitely up here with the A tier weapons. It's really good. Not the best up close against R99s and alternators and stuff, but it's definitely really good from range and one of the most reliable ARs from like mid-range at the moment. Along with the Havoc. I think Havoc and 301 are the best mid-range ARs. Flatline just a little bit behind, but still up there. Actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the Flatline down to B, just because it's really good. But at the same time, man, not everybody can control the recoil for the Flatline. So I think I'm going to go ahead and lower it. And that would make a little bit more sense to me. But then we have the R99. And the R99, in my opinion, S tier. These 4, man, those are probably the 4 best weapons. And we haven't added all of them yet. But for now, all 4 best weapons, Alternator, Longbow, Mastiff, and R99. R99 is the best close range weapon in the game, aside from the Alternator with the hop up, but they're pretty equal at the moment after the Alternator nerf. I think the R99 can compete with it pretty well now. Then we have the RE45, C tier for me. Even with the hop up, I'm not the biggest fan of this gun, just because the recoil pattern is a little bit all over the place. The ammo capacity is not as great as the Alternator, and it's just kind of a weapon to me. So I'm not a huge fan of it. Alternator is way better in my opinion, and it deserves to be in C tier for me. The Spitfire, honestly, I would either put it B or C. I think I'm going to put it C though, because of the pretty low DPS on it now, and honestly it has a lot of ammo, right? That's about all it has going for it, like high ammo capacity. That's about it. It shoots a lot of ammo. You can shoot for a long amount of time, but the damage that it outputs is not that great. A lot of other weapons are better if you can hit your shots, and it's just not that great of a weapon in my opinion. But a lot of Timmies and pubs still use this gun because, you know, that's all they can hit their shots with, because it has so many bullets. But in pubs and in ranked, it's a whole different game. And in ranked, nobody uses the Spitfire. Nobody keeps the Spitfire late game. It's not meta at all. Then we have the triple take. The triple take, after the buff, is actually a B tier weapon in my opinion. It's not nearly as good as the longbow or the Kraber, but it's still very good, very reliable. And if you have the precision choke on it, you can hit some very high damage from range. So triple take, B tier easily, with all these weapons right here. And then we have the Wingman. Obviously, Wingman is an S tier. Like, that's not even a question. The Wingman is the most used weapon in competitive, along with the longbow and the Alternator. And in my opinion, man, it deserves to be up there. It still hits for like 90 without a skull piercer in the head. It can hit for like 90 plus, even 100 with a skull piercer. It's just very, very good if you have good aim. And it's a very high skill, high reward weapon in Apex Legends. So there you have it, guys. This is my tier list for the weapons in Apex Legends. Starting up from S tier, Alternator, Longbow, Mastiff, R99, Wingman. A tier, Havoc, Kraber, P20, Peacekeeper, and R301. B tier, G7 Scout, Devotion, Mozambique, Flatline, Triple Take. C tier, Hemlock, L-Star, RE45, and the Spitfire. And then D tier for me, Eevee and Prowler. Probably my least favorite weapons in the game. But that's about it, man. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys smash a big like on the video. I would highly appreciate it. Subscribe if you guys are brand new. Turn on post notifications. Let me know what you guys thought of this list, man. Let me know if you guys agree with it, disagree. Put your own list in the comments down below, man. And I will catch you beautiful people in the next video. Peace.